So I'm gonna do a quick cooking video. It is Tuesday and what a stressful day it's been. So we're gonna cook. We're gonna drink some wine. Yay. Okay. And just get a little bit of wine. Not too much. Like the lady said, just 2 shots of vodka. Any hoots. Toast. Okay, great. I am making baked chicken wings and some baked sweet potato fries, but I'm going to start off with some pickled onions because I ran out. It doesn't go with the meal, but I'm just going to show how I make it anyway. So take a red onion and just chop off the ends and then get the outer layer off. And then I take my slicey thingy. I know it starts with an M, but I can't remember the name right now, but this. Put in there. First start off without the guard. When you get close, if you want to keep your fingers, you put the guard on here. Oh, that's great. And then you get your onions all nice and sliced like this. And I just keep empty jars. So this is salsa verde, empty jar. And I am just going to stuff the onions in here. I love using pickled onions if I'm eating brown rice. If I have a salad, of course, it is phenomenal with salads. And I just like to keep it in the fridge. And because it's pickled, it just keeps, like, you don't have to do anything but put some vinegar on it and put it in the fridge. And the onions are starting to make my eyes water. It's great. Love that. Okay. And I have 3 onions, but I don't feel like doing all 3, so we're going to do 1. Oh, my eyes. So that's how it looks. Just regular distilled white vinegar. Just going to pour it in here. I'll just pour the rest. There's not a lot left. Until pretty much is covered. I don't know the proper way of pickling stuff. I just figured you put vinegar and seasoning. So I just put some salt and then some pepper. Like that. And I just swish it around. Oh. Okay, so there's that. So I want to get that out the way, and tonight I'm only using salt and pepper, no garlic powder, no onion powder, nothing. I pretty much just want to cook dinner and get it over with. So the next thing I'm going to do is get the sweet potatoes in the oven, and I have to find my peeler. That's a can opener. Not had that much wine. Let's see. Okay, found it. Take our peeler. I'm not even gonna go throwing any gloves. I know it's not the smartest thing for me to do with my eczema, but I just don't feel like it. I'm not gonna do it. So my sweet potatoes look dead, but we're gonna cut it up and see what the inside is looking like. So it looks like I have 4 small sweet potatoes, and if I didn't mention, the red onions and the vinegar is from Aldi, so are the sweet potatoes, and so are the chicken wings. Yeah, so everything I'm making is from Aldi. Like I've stated before, I do most of my grocery shopping at Aldi, and then like for sparkling water and eggs, stuff like that, seasonings, fruits, I get those from Costco, and then Target, coffee creamer, coffee, all types of fun stuff. And then just when I don't feel like doing like a full out grocery shopping, I don't like to go to Aldi just to pick things up. If I go, I'm doing my shopping. So I said fries. Well, that's great. Okay, so just have to cut it lengthwise. Yeah. So if I just need a few things, then I'll run to Target, of course, and get those. But those are kind of like fry shapes. Yeah. So I'm going to put them in the Pyrex dish. Then I'm going to rinse it off after everything is all cut up. Like I said, this is just a quick Tuesday night, after work, exercise, housework, errands type of meal. It's after 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, after 8, so not trying to be fancy. Okay. And not trying to do too much. But it's better than, you know, getting food out. Oh, not even in camera. This is chaotic, actually. Okay. That's the second one. I actually could have used the smaller dish. But the good thing is that you could put the wings and the sweet potatoes in the oven at the same time so they could cook at the same time. Usually I'll put both of them in for about an hour or so the sweet potatoes can bake at the same time as the chicken wings. And I use my cook time, so once the timer goes off, the oven goes off. So if you're like a person that can fall asleep, with the oven on, the cook time option is a great option to use. Let's see. This is my third sweet potato. And then the last one. Okay. And sweet potatoes can look like so bumpy and weird on the outside, and then for the most part the inside is good. And if it's not, you just keep, you know, peeling it until you get some good flesh in there. That sounded weird, flesh. Anywho, okay. Great. Then cut this one up. Okay, you don't want to be cut anymore, and I respect that. Okay, so I'm gonna go rinse these off and then put them in the oven. Okay, the sweet potatoes are rinsed and semi-dried with a paper towel. So now I'm gonna preheat the oven. I'm thinking to do an hour, 15 minutes, 400 degrees. So let's do that. Okay, that way the oven has time to preheat while I finish this up. So I just have vegetable oil. I'm not gonna put a lot, so just a little bit. Let's not do too much. Okay. Some salt. And some pepper. And I'm just gonna pretend like I'm a chef and shake this around to get the seasoning more even on there. Let's get some foil paper. And I'm just gonna put it there, just on top, because if I close it really tightly, it's gonna steam. But I don't want it to steam too much, so I'm just gonna put it on top like so. Okay, so the next thing are the wings. Okay, so what I do is when I buy meat from the store, I take it out of the bag or the package that it comes in, and I put it in a Ziploc bag. I label it. You see, I cross it out and put more chicken in here. So I like to do that because if you ever notice, when you have like that container from the store and you throw it in the trash, it can stink. So it's best just to put it in a Ziploc bag, and then of course you can portion it out, and then do it like right before trash day so you don't have to, of course, smell the nasty meat container. So I don't know, looks like I have about 5 or 6. So I'm going to rinse these, clean these with some vinegar, and then put them in the Pyrex dish to my left. Okay, so now the chicken wings are rinsed and they're gonna be really easy. A little bit of vegetable oil, salt, pepper. You're gonna get that hand in there, flip these over, kind of distribute the oil, salt, and pepper. And I like to cook them this side, I guess, right side up. Not sure if that's the correct term, but this way. So I'm just putting the tips up a little bit because I actually do eat the wing tips and I like when they're crispy. Some salt and some pepper, and I'm not gonna cover the wings, I'm just gonna put them in the oven. The oven is still preheating, but it still has an hour 9 minutes left on it, so I'm gonna leave it for the full time and then come back and show what it looks like. Okay, so the oven is going off now. Let's see how the chicken wings and the sweet potatoes look. These are the wings, not as crispy as I would like them to be. That's how they look after over an hour, 400 degrees, and then these are the sweet potato fries. Okay, so this is my completed plate. I have 3 baked chicken wings, my sweet potato fries. Some of them are really crispy and burnt. Love it. And I just added some lettuce, spinach, a little bit of feta cheese, olives, and some everything but bagel seasoning as a side because I did not make any vegetables. And let me show you a little bit of the wing sauce I'll be using on this. Okay, I'm going to be using this medium Buffalo Wild Wings wing sauce as like a dipping sauce. I'm not going to pour it all over the wings, but this is a quick, healthy dinner. Let me know if you make it and how you enjoyed it. Good night.